technically we been back at it, but some
Yeah.
technical difficulties happened, and we had to be back at it again.
We had an idea because the Playboi Carti album came out, and we was gonna, we just got new mics and new lights, and like, we really wanted to bounce back with something fun,
Hmm.
and that fun was supposed to be reacting to the Playboi Carti album, and then our app crashed on us while we were
It was
recording.
a sign. It was a sign because
Yeah, we lost all the footage, but I mean, other than a few jokes here and there, or maybe a rant here or there, like we weren't really enjoying the album very much.
yeah, we were about 13 songs in, and literally we just couldn't really.
Couldn't get into it, man.
Yeah, it just wasn't really exciting.
Well, and it's not one of those things where we just not into this kind of music. Like no, like because the
Mm-mm.
production sounds great.
Mm.
I love the
And I
production.
was saying this to you before, like the production has always been consistent with Cardi. I feel like, and I
Hmm.
like appreciate the like amount of different like ways he approaches like some of these songs, but
Hmm.
like
And his vocal,
again,
I like that he's willing to experiment with how he sounds on a
mm,
song. It's very punk what he's doing.
it doesn't really give necessary.
It's not given, and I'm not gonna listen. I don't want to sound like a gatekeeper and say this is not real hip hop. This is not art. I'm not gonna say
Mm.
nothing like that. I'm more just gonna say that it doesn't sound like his approach is very artistic. It doesn't sound intentional, and that was cool with your first couple projects because he was like what, like 19, but it's like
I feel like
now that you're
more
I think now that you're older and now that why they put it right over your
cause like I guess
face.
my thumb they thought my thumb was up, and so they was just like,
Maybe.
"Hey, thumbs
Like,
up,
oh, they're telling
thumbs
them
up
to
the
thumbs
video,
up, throw up
the video,
the.
thumbs up the video."
I mean, we would like you to do that.
I feel what you're saying about like it doesn't feel like there's intention. I think it's more just like the intentions isn't really like lining up with the music. Like
Mm,
him calling up Kendrick, him calling up Travis. Like I feel like the different environments of like the features and the producers. Like that's a whole different realm. So I feel like it's weird when you have to like peel back the layers with stuff like that because like we don't know what happens like behind closed doors and stuff like that. But at this point, like if I'm subscribing to listening to like this kind of art form, then I feel like you know, I need to be aligned with what's happening behind the scenes as well.
I feel like I mean, and I said this during the footage, but we lost it, so I won't say it as long as I said it there. But it's like it genuinely feels like he's trying to slip into that Kanye West kind of bag, where it's like, but not the new Kanye, but like the older Kanye bag, where you get a bunch of artists that are amazing and you pull them together to create a great song. But I think Playboy Cardi is missing the great song part because I can't have you on every single song talking about I'm gonna go fuck this bitch bad, Molly all over me, rich, 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 rich. Like it's like I need a little bit more than that. Like, and I need it for way less tracks, man. I was not looking forward to listening to another 20 something tracks of this, bro.
Bro,
Like, or rather, we got to like 12 or
like
13. So what, like 17, 18?
bruh,
But that's a whole nother
like an
album's worth. You got like two
hour,
albums
another
here
hour.
of like nothing, bro.
I'm just like, it's not worth it.
And like you say, I love Kendrick. I love Travis. I love Janae. I
Like
love
I
Metro.
wish we could have had that footage because no, like genuinely, I got excited. I was like,
Hmm.
okay,
I got hype too.
Metro, like all, it's just not worth it. The like pretend like I'm enjoying
Hmm.
it just because I enjoyed the artist. Like that's not
Hmm.
fair. I feel
And
like you cheating me.
facts, 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 facts. And those last few tracks we had heard, they weren't the worst songs on the album. The worst songs were definitely at the beginning. That like them first like five or six, I was like, mm-mm.
It just,
But it's like by the time we got to that point in the album, it was already too late because I'm like, bro, like, you're still not really giving me much. Am I gonna want to listen to this again? Like, do y'all like this for real?
No, for real.
And not just the Playboi Carti stance. I know y'all already like, you know what I mean? I know y'all probably already listened to this like 8 million times. But, you know, everyone else is just like a general listener. Do y'all like this album? Because, I mean, I'm going to listen to the rest of it at some point in the future, but I'm not looking forward to it, bro. Like, I'm not feeling this. This is too bare bones. Like, it's just,
like
it's too little meat on the bone, bro. Like, fam. I don't fuck these bitch. I'm getting all of it. That bitch came with a stick.
like, you know.
It hurts pain. It's like, okay, like, that's it. The only song I liked was the one with Weeknd. I liked that song. I did, because it actually sounded like a song. I liked Cardi on it. I loved Weeknd on it. I loved the production. I liked the hook.
Is he even? See,
You ain't even like that one.
it's not that I didn't like it.
He sounded good
like,
on that one.
Yeah, they both do. I feel like you know, like I said before, like literally when it came on, I was just like, I wish I didn't have to sit through all of them other songs to hear this one. Because it kind of feels long. Like, it kind of feels like nothing's really happening in the album. So it's like by the time you get to that song, I'm just like, it just kind of feels the same to me. Because I feel like with the very first song, we were just like kind of confused. Like, okay, like what are we about to get into? It wasn't like boring or nothing. It just like really like,
yeah,
it wasn't captivating. The second song, it was just like, okay, like Cardi's like, are you for real? Like, come on, stop playing. Third song, we just like, okay, like, I don't get it. Like, where are we here?
I didn't get it.
Why are we here? Fourth song, we just like, okay, like,
I think that's the Kendrick feature first with the ad libs. I think that was the first one with the ad libs.
What? Well, still, we was just like, okay, can we like? Because every time it would start, like the production, we would be like, okay, and then the song would actually start, and then we'd be like, okay, so that was a lie. Like that, like you tricked us. Like, you literally wasted our time.
I feel what you mean with because that's where I was gonna go was the first track, because I do feel like there's nothing wrong with an album feeling very immediate. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with like you hit play, it just starts, like you just in it, and we're just going. Eminem got a couple of albums like that where you just like as soon as track one starts. Death of Slim Shady was like that. You literally just get the shovel hitting the dirt and the hot tour shit, and then the song just starts. Boom, with balls in this do-rag, he comes down, oh man. It's like, it just throws you into it, right? It doesn't feel like that here. It just feels very random. It feels like the song just begins and there's just a kind of beat, but it doesn't really feel like a beat. But I'm not against it not sounding like, you know, I'm never against music not being traditional. Because I love Death Grips. And you love Sleep Token. We're not, you know, you like alternative stuff. I like alternative stuff. It's not like we need these albums to all sound like To Pimp a Butterfly or Good Girl Gone Bad or fucking Sweetener or freaking 24 Karat Magic. They don't all have to sound the same. But when you're going to go with something more experimental, you have to match the vibe of whatever you're doing. And I feel like what Carti is doing is not matching the vibe at all to me. When he comes on the tracks, I'm not feeling the music. I don't feel the energy of the music. I feel the production, but I'm not feeling the song.
Right.
So like, and I don't want to shit on it because I don't think dude is like trash or nothing. It's just I feel like a lot of these rap dudes that aren't that great at rapping, they like to they like to put the highlight on their
Like,
rapping,
oh
and I'm
my
like,
gosh,
yo, you
like,
can't rap very good.
if it was over by track 10, 11, like, we honestly would have been like, okay,
It kind of got better towards the
okay,
end.
okay. But no, you was about to make us sit here for
Another
another,
like 45, 50 minutes,
bro.
yo.
I The devil is a lie. Like,
The
I can't
devil
do it.
lying, yo.
I can't do that.
There's no way it would have redeemed itself with 30 tracks. There's no way it would have redeemed itself anyway, because we were almost halfway through it. All right, so we listened to the rest of the album, and we actually listened to the whole thing.
Right, we re-listened to it. I know we was yapping all that mess before, but like we just, wanted to at least give it a chance.
Didn't like it though.
I mean,
Didn't like it though.
nothing really changed. Like, it honestly kind of got worse. Like,
A little bit,
it
yeah.
really like didn't leave an impression, like a good impression at all. Yeah, it just kind of faded into the background after a while, and it just wasn't really memorable.
A lot of features.
Yeah, but do you even remember what Kendrick said?
No.
Exactly.
I remember Mojo Jojo.
Yeah, you remember that, but like, do you remember that?
No.
Right,
No.
like, it just wasn't given. I mean, it is what it is. So.
Yeah, I ain't like that joint, man. Like, it's just, it's way too freaking long. I really honestly don't care who the artist is. I don't think I need 30 songs from them. I think I'm good on that.
33-minute songs, bro.
Bro, like, facts, because the thing about Whole Lotta Red is some of the songs knew when to be short. But with this, so many of the tracks, like, we talking about
Like
253,
242, 253. Okay,
3,
one is 153. Okay, 3 minutes.
330, 3. A Playboi Carti song should never be 330. 345, 310.
345, 310.
But then the short ones don't leave any kind of impact, so it's like I don't remember any of the short ones. Because they all kind of sound the same. Especially after like 15 to 20 tracks. So it's like, I was trying, but it just kind of drifted into the back by the time we got into the 20s. Because I was so mad that we were still listening to it. When we got to the Cardi Thug tie, and I saw that we had a whole nother freaking like 10 tracks, 9 tracks. Bless you, Neji. I'm just like, fam, why is this so long, bro? This is not an album to me. To me, this is just a bunch of tracks just thrown together. Just a bunch of tracks.
I mean, I've said everything I have to say.
I mean, yeah.
It's not given. Like, what more do I need to say, bro? Like,
it's just really, really boring.
Like, it just after the halfway mark, I really was just tuned out, honestly. Like, Future came on, and I'm just like, like, literally nothing important happened after that. And, like, Uzi came, and I was like, okay, he said something that, like, piqued my interest for it, like, a split second just because it was funny. But, like,
Tony
quite literally after that, it just went back into the mind, like the static, the TV static. Like, it just, didn't really grab me.
It didn't grab me either. And I just wish, oh man, I just hate when artists get so lazy. especially for rap music, because this is such a great time for rap music, and it's like it's times like this where you want the biggest artists to actually drop great work. So when they just show that they clearly, obviously, don't really care that much about the music they make. And I don't mean to talk about it like that. I'm sure he cares a lot about his craft, but it don't sound like it.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
So I guess that's where we can leave it. I mean, it wasn't good. And I was just saying after we listened to it that
like literally, production was the only highlight.
mm-hmm, that was the only
That's
consistency.
it. Like,
The features weren't even consistent because I don't really remember them.
I don't remember.
And the last Kendrick song, and I was saying I love Kendrick, and I'm not gonna ever like talk bad about Kendrick, but not gonna lie, it kind of sounded like y'all was trying to do the Kendrick Scissor Bag. Like it sounded like that same kind of vibe.
Yep.
And it's like, come on, guys, like we don't need to like recycle stuff, like just to try to hit the vibe. Like, no, we don't need to do that. And I was saying, like, after we listened to it too, that it's funny that these are the niggas that when they was coming up as the young niggas, they was hating on the OGs. The OGs are making better music than y'all. It's the niggas that are well into their late 30s and 40s.
Well, I think it was like both.
The OGs, it wasn't all of them shitting on the young niggas. A lot of them were cool with the young niggas. It was more like most of the young niggas didn't fuck with the OGs at all. At least that was my perspective. You felt like it was different?
No, I wouldn't say it wasn't like a majority thing, but like I think it was kind of both because you would see the old heads being like, nah, that's not real hip hop. It's not real rap. They just like, you know.
They did mumbling and stuff.
But I don't know, bro. They sitting over here fighting. Bro.
The strategy.
Bruh. She said maybe if I go around.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
That
They
is
stop
funny.
right when you stop.
Mm-hmm. You know, we tried though. We listened to it. So we did it. We fought through it.
Hey,
We
is
finished
that an accomplishment? Is that
Damn, you
is
just
that
left
really-
me hanging like that.
I mean, listen, you know how I get stuck.
I know. Very long.
It is very long. It's like very forgettable. And
Mind numbing, like you said. Very mind numbing.
Very mind numbing, and just not significant. Like it really is just like
In one ear, out the other. A lot of tracks. I can't hum my favorite song. I can't. Well, I ain't gonna lie to lose you. I ain't gonna lie.
Greg,
I like
see,
that one.
I couldn't even remember that off the top of my head. But did you have that attachment? But no, for real. Like I literally, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the only one.
And I'm usually good with that. Cause like, I literally.
Tony Tiger, great.
But like, what was the song?
I don't know.
Exactly.
It was the Uzi song. One of them.
I know that one of them. I know that, but like,
I don't know what that joint was called.
I don't remember the melody. I don't remember the rhythm. Nothing.
It's all gone.
I don't know. I don't remember any hooks.
No hooks.
Wah wah.
Womp womp. So, what would you grade it? Or would you score it?
Bruh, I I can't do this. I can't do this.
That's fine.
Okay, how were you scoring it? Like on an ABC?
I do grades. I'm sorry. I'm going like strong D plus. And that's off of production. Like the experience was not enjoyable. I didn't enjoy myself listening to all 30 of them songs. Like I didn't like listening to the album. I got maybe 4 or 5 songs that I thought were actually good. 7 or 8 if I'm lowering it to decent. Why I gotta put the bar in hell just to get you up to 10? Come on now. Nah. And I'm sick of y'all making these albums so long. It's not enjoyable to listen to this kind of music for this long. And I know they don't care what somebody like me thinks because I don't like the music. So they care about what the fans think. But I don't know. From my perspective, I feel like they kind of throwing y'all some BS. And I feel like y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all lapping it up like it's all like the greatest thing you ever heard. And it's just like, bruh, like it's okay that an album ain't too hot sometimes, you know? But that's me.
Okay. Honestly, I agree with everything you said. I don't know. I see the D range though too because like there are really not many things that I can say there are pluses about. So I don't even know if I can give it the D plus. But I would say D to D minus.
Dang.
Like
Okay.
honestly.
Okay.
Honestly. Like I don't know. Like I just don't know like what he was expecting people to get from this because it's like if your music feels like a trap more than like
Dang.
no, hear me out. If it feels like a trap more than like a choice, I feel like that's when it like crosses that like boundary.
It feels like a trap. What's the trap?
I mean, there's a lot of traps, but I feel like for one, if you're telling me to subscribe to a 30-track album that's an hour and what 17 minutes long,
insulting long, like length, like
I feel like you're holding me hostage. I feel like you're wasting my time. And I feel like, that's the trap. But it's also just like, like with this whole streaming thing, like we know why they make them that long. We know why they do the deluxe. We know why they come out here with the 17 remixes and club DJ, reverb mix, whatever. It's like, okay, we get it. But like when it doesn't feel authentic anymore, when it just feels like, again, you just trying to you just trying to play the game, I guess. I don't know. I just, I just don't appreciate how people play the game sometimes. And I was just, that's just me. But, yeah, everybody, everybody do things differently. I can't, I'm not a judge, so I can't be pointing my finger because, whatever.
Yeah, but you are an audience member. So like, we do have that right to criticize the art.
Yeah, sure. And me as an audience member and as a consumer, I have the right to like unsubscribe. So, that's just my thing. I mean, again, I feel like, again, that trap aspect, I don't want it to feel like I'm not able to leave. Like, I don't want to just be like, oh, and he got Kendrick and he got all these. Like, just following that, like, sheep herd thinking, like, oh, it's good. It's good.
Right.
It's really not. But, okay, go off.
I can relate it to. Did you ever notice how like the DreamWorks movies they would really advertise the cast?
I mean, they do that with a lot of things, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like every movie they put out, Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Steve Carell, Whoopi Goldberg. Like they love the
It
cast.
ruins like the experience of just like the art. I mean, I don't know. It literally just feels like corporate greed when they just flash the stars in front of us. They're just like, oh, you like these famous people? Well, come see them in this movie that we paid them to be in. It's like,
Bro.
it's like y'all making it seem like it's a special treat to us. Like it's like, okay, it might be, but like y'all don't give us the option of like having that actually be a genuine reaction and a genuine response to that happening.
Yeah.
Like again, me hearing Kendrick come on, that should have been like, oh yeah, yeah. And then when I heard it, I would have been like, yeah, that was my favorite. That didn't happen. So like again,
And he came on 3 times.
I feel like it's forcing it when I'm sitting here like, not enjoying it.
Because at the end of the day, the songs aren't good. Like regardless, like
So
it's just not good songs. So anyway, hopefully there's more music on this hopefully there's more music on the horizon, and hopefully it's better than this. But what do y'all think about it? Let us know in the comments, and join the family. And
go watch the last video.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you could take us out.
Okay, don't keep it as.
I'm
sorry. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't keep it what?
Don't keep it.
Okay, wait.
Is don't keep it a ton, keep it a what? Keep it 3,000.
I thought we only do that when there's another person.
Okay, so.
Oh wait.
Oh, don't know.
Because like honestly, like, because we had started saying it just don't keep it a ton. Don't keep it away and then keep it 3,000. But I think like since Kevin was here, I think we had did that. So you want to keep doing it that way, like?
No, we can shorten it.
Okay.
Okay.
So don't keep it away. Keep it 3,000.
Yeah.
Don't keep it away.
Keep it 3,000. Bye, y'all.